Mr. Bapna, Lalu Prasad said in 2010 when Nitish Kumar returned the relief money, he said, "ये एक ऊंची हरकत से कम नहीं है." In other words, it is nothing short of a total absurdity. This is what Lalu Prasad said. In 2010, Ahmed Patel said something. Today, the Uttarakhand government is so nervous about people like Modi and other leaders coming in and taking some credit or helping people individually that you are actually Mr. Bapna.
Yes, they rejected the offer.
You have to keep a certain.
Where is the comparison?
You should know,
Has the
they
Chief
rejected
Minister
the
of
offer.
Uttarakhand refused to take the money?
Mr.
Has he refused to take the money?
Mr. Bapna, if you are in any,
Yes, they rejected the offer, sir, at least from the media reports.
Well, one second. Now, I don't know what he'll do. He may be changing his position now. I hope better sense prevails on him. But the very fact is this, that Mr. Bapna, your Chief Minister in Uttarakhand, who is a picture of incompetence today, says that I don't want other state governments to help individually. And it creates confusion.
You see, he
and
might
at this
be
point of
having
time, where on the one side, everybody says every single Indian, every single Indian.
Where to go?
Well, then why doesn't he say?
Who is going to do it?
Why
doesn't any other NGO or a government wants to go and help? How do they do it?
Really?
Where do they know where the people are stuck? How are they going to do it?
I think that's
how will they manage the logistics?
Now, Mr.
How will
Bapna,
they manage the transport?
Not just
how will
one
they
line
manage
here.
food for their own people?
One second. The question is simply this. It's about your worry that somebody else is going to cash in.
Not just
and
one line
I
here,
think
please.
that's quite sad that kind of attitude is being maintained. Hartosh Singh Bal.
No, that is not
I think
the
what
question.
this. No,
Absolutely.
it is.
Anybody taking the credit, if it is due to him, he should take it. Why not?
Well, that's exactly the point. Then why are your Congress chief ministers and ministers calculating the 15,000 figure? Why are they saying that it would have taken 115 flights? It is inappropriate.
Just one line, please.
The number. 1 second, Nirmala Sitharaman, please.
The
please,
question,
1
I
minute,
don't
please.
know from where this 15,000 figure is coming. You should be able to tell me that.
Well, Mr. Bapna,
Because I
why?
have seen it through the media
Mr.
only.
Bapna, why does it matter whether it's 15,000, 20,000, 30,000 or 50,000? Is that the issue? You have reduced it to that.
The question is how
You
does
have
this
reduced
figure
it to
come?
that.
And
Hartosh Singh
if
Bal.
a figure comes, then definitely people in the country is going to ask this question.
Mr. Bapna,
it is not a question that somebody can just say take the credit and go away with it.
There will be enough opportunity to take credit on other issues. Don't please justify any political fight over what's going on, and it's happening today. And where you started today, you've completely exposed yourself because you began by saying this should not be debated. Well, all these leaders have debated this issue, Mr. Bapna.
That kind of a debate, that would be better.
Well, Mr.
Don't
Bapna,
have this kind of a debate.
Mr. Bapna, thankfully, in this country, we are a democracy. And no politician will ever tell me what I should be debating or not. Hartosh Singh Bal, what does this prove? What does all of this prove eventually?
Yes, sir.
You've heard the debate. What does it prove? Is anybody's head above water in this?
Arnab, tonight is a perfect illustration of why there is growing disgust with the political class in this country. This is no opportunity to be talking the language both parties have been talking today on your debate and outside. Look at the problem here. We are dealing with a national calamity. It's not a Haryanvi, Punjabi or a Gujarati calamity.
Yes.
Each aerial survey by a chief minister is potentially a helicopter ride which can save 10 or 15 precious lives.
I totally agree.
Rescuing people from the relative safety of Dehradun is not a priority. Resources have to be committed to every citizen of this country in trouble far away from Dehradun. The wrong focus is being brought out. Parties are squabbling for the wrong kind of credit in this. And obviously, an ordinary citizen can look at this and realize what is going on and can only feel disgusted, because what else is there to do in the face of this kind of politics that is being played out?
I totally agree with you. I don't think anything much remains to be said. The question tonight is this. Political parties now have a choice. I see two hands go up, Shazia and Nirmala. Nirmala briefly first and then Shazia before wrap up. Yes, Nirmala Sitharaman.
I think you've not given me one word.
I think I've given you more than many. But if you choose to insist that I haven't, then I think it's wrong for you to say that, Ms. Sitharaman.
I had put up my hand, I have waited also, and therefore now that you've given me, it's thanks that you've given me, but I certainly have a lot of points to say. I'll briefly put it to you. It's easy to get into this debate of, politicians are messing up, politicians are doing this, politician bashing. All of us are doing our bit. The media is doing its bit.
We've just been seeing it happen in front of us,
because they have to also answer their people.
It's easy to get away from the blame.
But if there is certain things that we have to learn from.
Ma'am, 1 second.
Sorry.
Ma'am, I think Hartosh Singh Bal is saying something to you much in the manner that you would sometimes like to say something when you're speaking. You would like to come in. Hartosh wants to come in on something. Yes, Hartosh, please go ahead.
I'll hear it out.
Yeah, please hear it out. I'll be most obliged.
These
Thank
people
you.
have kept coming in. They've been squabbling among themselves, and at no point do I see even one of them willing to step back and say, yeah, we are in this together, we need to deal with this problem. Again, we will hear them give their defenses and blame the other side. This is what you will see her doing, you will see the Congress people doing.
I think you are absolutely wrong here.
Not at all.
Easy to blame the political class because they are the ones who need to be blamed.
Mr. Bal, you've been very presumptuous. I'm sorry to say this.
Miss Sitharaman and Mr. Bapna, I would just like to make one point to you if you allow me.
Can I just say
one second, please. 1 second. You see,
No, but your show, sir. What am I going to allow you for? But you don't seem to allow me to complete my answers.
Miss Sitharaman, if you allow me, as you can see, there are 8 of us on the program. And occasionally some of the others also need to come in. I'd like to please just make one point because I heard Mr. Bapna say something about it being fashionable to bash politicians. I can assure you, Mr. Bapna, the media has better things to do than that. But, you are running the country. And you have carried out more than decades of lack of accountability. You have brought disaster management in this country to a crying joke. And then you fight among yourselves when you are asked the questions. So, Mr. Bapna, get real. This is the India of 2013. This is not politician bashing. This is the citizens demanding accountability. And however uncomfortable it is for you to sit in that chair, however uncomfortable it is for you to sit in that chair and take those questions, I assure you, Mr. Bapna, you have the right to take off the mic. You have the right to take off the mic and say, I will not answer the questions. But I request you not to make any sweeping generalizations tonight. I request you to understand the people of this country are watching you. And they have had enough of politicians who don't want to answer questions and simply want to carp about being asked direct questions. We don't give people a platform and nobody's interested in politician bashing. If you have any doubt about the facts of what led to the Uttarakhand disaster and to what extent it's man-made and which politicians have in the process messed up, I think you should educate yourself about it. But I will not allow the sweeping generalizations on politician bashing. Nobody is interested in it. This is what was said when the scams were reported, and this is the kind of line that you take tonight. So please don't do that. Yes, one sec. Shazia wants to say something, and then I'll come back to you, Nirmala Sitharaman.
One thing. Arnab, in the direction suggested by Nirmala
I need to finish my response to Mr. Bal.
At least Nirmala ji, one sec, let me finish. It's not about what you have to say. The point I'm making is, can we at least get an assurance now that from now onwards there'll be some protocol or policy in place, that there'll be dignified anonymity where politicians are concerned whenever an emergency or a disaster happens, one. And two, whenever the ecologically fragile zones, sensitive zones, then the state cannot have, whether it's BJP ruled or Congress, to have discretionary powers to change policy or work which can cause structural damage or cause disasters. Can we have that kind of assurance from both the parties, so at least we move in a direction that promises a real change or improvement over the current situation?
At least on the first point, I'd certainly like to hear Ms. Sitharaman answer that question. Yes, please, Ms. Sitharaman.
Arnab, can I come in?
I'll just give 3 quick responses. One, let me underline, and if you'll go back to it, you'll see it, that Narendra Modi went, did whatever little he could do and come back. He had not even commented on the Uttarakhand government. Let's be clear on that. And let's not call everybody with the same kind of a name saying, oh, you're bashing the opponent. But now I will take this opportunity to say, everybody can stay back wherever they want, expecting the Uttarakhand Congress government to respond, or the Congress government in the center to respond. Given the scale and the magnitude of the problem, none of us are talking about it. But now I will say, if they had sat back and watched, even that little help which would have come for any set of people wouldn't have come. There was no discrimination here. Second. And third, it's very well for all of us to sit here and say, oh, let us agree on this, let us agree on that. We have to agree. All of us will have to agree.
Can I come in here?
I think it's important that the nation comes together, understands how these problems will have to be handled. And in that, I think it is important to understand that we are not here trying to pick on one or the other issues and keep naming. But the culture of the Congress, now I go on to this political line. The culture of the Congress has been that you attribute names, say Rambo, say Maut Ka Saudagar, or anything to put down your opponent who is just going in a very focused manner to do what he should and what he is expected to do for his people, for all the people of India. Whereas by throwing such names, they have only shown their inefficiencies.
Ms. Sitharaman, let me say.
Today the Congress party can say anything about us, but I want them to tell me what they have done concretely.
One second. Please. One second. Both sides must understand now whether one side wants to flag off relief material or the other side wants to travel there. Both sides need to realize this is not a game of political one-upmanship. That's the limited point that Hartosh is making. And one second, if other countries' politicians come together, I see absolutely no reason. This can be a pre-election year. This is not the time or the opportunity to score points. Manoj Jha, last quick word to you, then I'm wrapping this up.
Yeah. No, I mean, Arnab, in fact, we all must see this as a part of a larger design. If he was not elected as campaign committee chief of BJP, would he have done it? I'm repeating, 11 years, 7 disasters. I have never seen Mr. Modi going overboard.
How does it matter?
The way he has gone.
How does it matter?
It does matter. It does matter. It does matter.
Oh, don't focus on Modi, sir.
1 second, Ms. Sitharaman, 1 second.
Focus on Uttarakhand.
That disaster required concerted effort. What was the major tagline of your debate?
Now you know.
Well, 1 second. Yeah, Mr. Manoj Jha, the simple answer to your question is this. As I said before, and I'll tell you now, Press Trust of India to Lalu Prasad Yadav. Lalu Prasad Yadav says, that is Nitish's political enmity with Modi has nothing to do with relief. I want to throw those words back at you, Mr. Jha, with the greatest of respect to you.
Very right.
After all, it was the hard-earned money of the people of Gujarat, and I want to tell everyone tonight, especially to Ms. Sitharaman and Mr. Sanjay Bapna, that criticism will come your way. It is going to be futile to come together when you face criticism about why you didn't do anything in the past. And you must allow me to complete, Nirmala Sitharaman. When you ask questions about why you didn't do anything in the past, you're together with the Congress party. Then you together attack the media for asking questions. And that was wrong. And today when people are genuinely asking, and I'm asking you, end the showmanship, end the one-upmanship, then you want to say only the other side does it. The fact is both sides have done it. And I think just coming together and attacking the media is not going to be productive. The people want anonymous support. I'm sure it will help. If political parties take a backseat,
and with humility,
let them give anonymous support with humility. Yes, it will help. And nobody will ask whether Lalu or Modi or anyone else gave it. Thank you very much for joining me on that debate on the News Hour tonight.